Hello guys, welcome back to Happymath channel. In this video, we will learn about the percentage from the fraction. Okay, the previous video we have learned about the fraction, and sometimes something you have the fraction like this. And when you take this one become to decimal number, we change this fraction become to decimal number. You have the 0.5. In the left hand side, we call that a fraction. On the right hand side, we call it decimal number. The decimal number. The decimal number in Vietnamese we have here this meaning, and this one we call it here. And from the decimal number, you can change become to the percentage. Percentage, what does it mean? Percentage. Percentage have this signal or this sign. Percent. This one is mean per percent. Okay, the percent is mean you take the something divide by 100. Divide by 100. Example, I mean something divide by 100. This is something. Example, we have 3%. I mean 3 over 100. I have 5%. It means 5 over 100. The percent signal here is mean something divided by 100. 8% is mean 8 divided by 100. That is the main point of this videos. Okay, so from the decimal number, we can change this become to the percentage. If we take the 0.5 multiply with 100 and divide by 100, and from the 0.5 multiply with 100, we have 15 over 100. I mean, the result will be 15%. The result will be 15%. Okay, take its overview one more time. I got the fraction 1 over 4 will be equal to 0.25 decimal number, and then I will take it 0.25 multiply with 100 over 100, and it becomes to 25 over 100, and then I can write it down 25%. That is how can we change from the fraction to percentage. We change from, or we convert from the fraction to percentage. This is the way. How can you change that? Okay, so if I have 5 over 8, the 5 over 8 I want to change this become to the number in from the percentage. I will take 5 divided by 8. 5 divided by 8 equal to 0 for the first one, and I multiply with 10 here and point the decimal point. We got here 6. The remaining will be 2. I multiply with 0 one more time. I got is 2, and the remaining is 4. So I got here 5. So 5 over 8 will become to 0.625, and it's become to 6.25%. 6.25%. Okay, that is the way how can I change from the fraction become to the percentage. And maybe you can apply this one for some practice like this. Equal to percentage in here. 6 over 8 become to percentage in here. And you got 3 over 10 equal to percentage. And 5 over 50 equal to percentage here. That is the first form exercise. You need to know how can you change from the fraction become to the percentage. Okay, 3 over 4 will become to 75%, because 3 over 4 you got 0.75, and multiply with 100%, you will have the percentage in here. So 6 over 4 have the same answer, 75. 3 over 10 you got 0.3 in the decimal form. So from the decimal form, we multiply with 100%, and you got it 30% in here. 5 over 15, you will got you will got what? 0.1. And 0.1 multiplied with 100%, you will have the 10% in here. So the answer in this one will be 10%. Okay, that is the way I want to repeat that. That is the way how can you change from the fraction become to the percentage. That is a form of change from the number become from the fraction to percentage. Percentage? Yes, that is a percentage. Okay, how can you change from the percentage become to fraction? Percentage, how about percentage? It become to the fraction. From the percentage become to fraction is simple, a little bit more simple than fraction become to the percentage. From the percentage, it means you have the form of number, something like this. You just change the percent sign become to the 11 per 100. So from this form of fraction, it's quite easy for write it down or equal to 0.11. Okay, and this one we call it a decimal. We call it a decimal. Very easy, we can change from the percentage become to the fraction. Just take that number, divide by 100, that's all. Example, I have 6 percentage. It means 6 divided by 100. I got 8 percentage. It means 8 divided by 100. And of course, this one is a fraction form. Of course, this one is fraction form. So it's very easy for applying into your exercise, right? And maybe you can simple 6 over 16 divide, you can divide both the numerator and denominator by 2. So 6 become to 3 and 100 become to 50. 8 become 8 and 100 I can divide by 4. 8 divided by 4, you got 2. 100 divided by 4, you got 25. So this one is simplest form of the fraction. Okay, how about if I want to change from the percentage become to the decimal? Percentage to become the decimal, something you can you can do it like this: 10 divided by 100. And of course, I think you know about the rule of dividend by 100. 10 divided by 100 is mean 0.10. So this form, you got a fraction. Sorry, percentage. This form, we got the fraction. And the last one, you got is decimal form. Okay, that is a way how can you change from the percentage become to fraction and fraction become to the decimal, or the decimal become to fraction and inverse way. Okay, of course that is not different. Okay, sorry, difficult. Yes, it's very easy. And we continue with another exercise. With another kind of exercise is percentage of something. How about I need you to calculate 10% of 100. How can you find that? 10% of 100. Maybe you have learned about the fraction of something, so you take that fraction multiply with that number. So in this one, you just take 10% when multiply with 100. So you will got the 10% of 100 is mean 10 over 100 multiply with 100 and it's equal to 10. So the answer of 10% of 100 will be 10 in the last one. Okay, that is example 1. Example 2, 15% of 500. 50% of 500, you take this number, multiply with this one. 15% multiply with 500, and you got 15 divided by 100 and multiply 5%. 500, sorry, and multiply and dividend 500 and 100 for 100. You got here is 5 number, and this one is number 1. So that's 15 multiplied with 5, and you got the result is 75. And the answer of the 15% of 500 will be 75. That is very easy, right? 25% of 25% of 700, 25% of 700, you will got here is 25%, 25% of something, 25% multiply with 700. 25 over 100 and multiply with 700 here. You can cancel 100 here and here, and just take the 25 multiplied with 7. You got 5 here, 7 and 1. So the answer of 25% of 700 will be 175. That is very easy, right? Okay, so a little bit practice more about this kind of exercise, right? We got exercise 4, and of course in this one you can work by yourself. I give you 35% of 110, and exercise 5 I give you 23% of 170, and question 6 I give you 50% of 650 is. Okay, now spend 5 means for finish 4, 5 and 6, and after that you continue to watch this video and we will figure out the answer. Okay, for the first exercise 4, we take the 35% multiply with the 110. 35 divided by 100 and multiply with 1 here. And you can got 0 here and cancel for 0 here, and you get here is 3s5 divided by 10, so 38.5. 38.5. Okay, so 23% of 170 here. 23 divided by 100 and multiply with 170. Okay, let's work with this one, and you will have the answer is 39.1. So the 39.1 will be the final answer of this exercise 5. For the last one, 50% of 650. So okay, very easy. 15 over 100 multiplied with 615, and you got 325 will be the final answer of 4, 5, and 6. Okay, that is not too difficult, right? But inverse exercise, a new kind of exercise, is not easy. Okay, listen. You know how to find a 10%, 10% of maybe 500, and after you calculate this operation, maybe you will find that it's a 50. Okay, so I want to calculate 10% of something. I don't know about this number. I don't know about this one. I don't know. Okay, it's equal to 15. So what is the question mark in here? What is the number in the question mark blank? How can you take from the 10% of something and it will be equal to 50%, equal to 50. So maybe I will call this number, it become to A. I don't know about the number of A. And if you want to calculate 10% of A, 10% of A, I mean I have to take 10% multiply with A. 10% is mean 10 divided by 100 and multiply with A. And the result will be 15%, will be 15 here. And you got 10A over 100 equal to 15. So inverse way, 10A will be equal to 15 multiplied with 100. 10A equal to 5,000 and A equal to 500. 5,000 divided by 10 is equal to 500. So the number of A is 500 by inverse way. Okay, from the first way, you take the multiplication, but in the inverse way, you have to take the division. Okay. Another example about this kind of exercise is 15% of question B, and is equal to 75. So from here, I will take the 15% multiply with B, and is equal to 75. So 15 divided by 100, because 15% is mean 15 over 100 multiply with B is equal to 75. So 15%, 15 multiplied with B equal to 7,500 because I take the 75 multiplied with 100 in here. Okay, so how about B? I will take 75 divided by 15, so it's equal to 500. Yeah, that is 500. The number of B is 500. That is the final answer for inverse way. Okay, understood? We should compare from the two operations in this kind of exercise to these two new things. The first kind of exercise, you got 20% of 800 is, I will take the multiplication, this one, and 20 multiplied with 800 divided by 100, and is equal to 16, right? No, I don't think so. Okay, 160. Okay, another way for finding this question mark, I don't know about the A. So A would be equal to 160 here. But the inverse way, you got the 20% of something of a B, it be equal to 160. So I will take the 20% multiplied with B. In this case, it has to be equal to 160. 20 multiplied with B divided by 100 equal to 160. 20B equal to 1,000. Oh no, that is 1,000? No, 16,000. 16,000. And B will be equal to 16,000 divided by 2 and 800. 800. Okay, that is the kind of exercise form 1, and this one is form 2. It's not too difficult between two the exercise. The exercise form 1, it means you take the multiplication, but the inverse way, you take the division. That's it. Very easy, right? Calculate by yourself for this one. Calculate by yourself, I think I will take the 30% of A, it have to be equal to 900, and 25% of B is 150. Maybe 15%. Yes, 15% of C will be 100. 15% of B is 100. Okay, no, 150. Okay, so I need you to help me to find A in this question. I need you to help me to find B in this question. And how about the last one? Find C. Okay, inverse way. I will take the 30% multiply with A, and then I will have this result will be 900, and it will be 30A divided by 100 and multiply equal to 900, and A will be equal to what? I think A will be this one, and divide by 30 here and cancel 1, 3, 30,000. Yeah, 30,000. 30,000. No. 3,000. Only 3,000. Yes. 3,000. Okay. How about B? 25% multiplied with B equal to 150. 25 B equal to 100 and equal to this one. B and 0, 25 here. And you got 25 here is 5. No, it's 600. This one is 600, and the answer for B is 600. 15% multiplied with C equal to 150 here. 50C 100. So C will be equal to multiply with 100 and divide by 15. So we have cancel here, it is 10. So the number for C, you will have the 1,000. That's it. It's very easy, right? It's not too difficult, but I think you should practice a lot if you want to make a fluently do this exercise. Okay, I hope you can understand this video, and maybe in total, this video I teaching you by English a little bit more difficult for you, but just listen and write everything I wrote in this video, and after video by video, maybe you will get better in your English listening. Okay, thank you so much for watching my video, and don't forget like, finish your homework, and subscribe my channel. Bye bye.